If you've ever been in an argument, then you know what a circular conversation feels like. And you should also know that rarely, if ever, does an argument leave both sides feeling good. Even when you win an argument, you're not likely to get the outcomes you truly desire. What I mean is, you might be able to get someone to go through the motions of what you demanded, but you'll also notice the lack of commitment and indifference to the final result. This is a microcosm of communicating and doing business in China. So the question is, how do you create better chemistry and synergies communicating with people in China? You know, in American culture, we argue and we make up, and then both parties calm down, all is forgiven and forgotten. But culturally, that's not how things work in China. There are a couple things that you need to internalize in order to communicate effectively in China. Number one, you have to assume that every conversation is circular. And number two, you have to assume that nothing is ever forgotten. This is how the Chinese mind works. It doesn't mean that Chinese don't forgive. It just means that in a culture where face is the most important currency, you may never know what someone's real emotions are without having empathy. In our upcoming China Business Essentials webinar, Killer Tips for Effective Communications in China, I will take you deep into the Chinese mindset to help you develop a more effective way to communicate. And as always, we will have a live Q&A after the presentation, and I will also be introducing an upcoming masterclass on negotiating winning partnerships in China without speaking Chinese. So register now, save the date. It's on March the 20th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're serious about improving your results in China, you don't want to miss this webinar, because not only will we be sharing how to communicate effectively, we'll also be giving you exclusive bonuses to help you on your journey to crush it in China.